Despite claiming to accept a truce in theory, Russian President Vladimir Putin questioned the U.S.-brokered ceasefire plan in the Ukraine crisis on Thursday, laying out strict terms and calling for Kyiv to make concessions. At a press conference, Putin reiterated the Kremlin's earlier assertions that the current Ukrainian government is contributing to the underlying issue.
Многовековая совместная история, сложившиеся между многими россиянами и белорусами тесные родственные узы, приверженность общим нравственным и духовным.
Russians attacked Ukraine for the first time in February 2014 and again on 24 February 2022. As of 2025, Moscow troops occupy about 20% of Ukraine. Although the U.S. and its allies denounced the incursion as a blatant land grab, Putin at the time urged that Ukraine never be admitted to NATO and that the organization withdraw its military presence in Eastern and Central Europe. At a time when Russian troops are advancing on almost all areas of combat contact, Putin also recommended that Ukraine stop mobilizing and training its military and that other countries stop arming Kyiv during the ceasefire. He added that maybe he would phone U.S. President Donald Trump, but that many things still need to be discussed, even though the U.S. plan is great and correct. As American Special Envoy Steve Witkoff arrived in Moscow to inform Kremlin officials on the peace plan, a press conference was held right away. Earlier this week, Ukrainian officials met with their U.S. counterparts in Saudi Arabia and agreed to the Washington proposal for a 30-day ceasefire that would encompass the whole front line. Kyiv swiftly condemned Putin's remarks, with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky charging that the Russian leader was prolonging the talks rather than rejecting the agreement outright. He criticized Putin's reaction as very manipulative, saying, "Putin, of course, is afraid to tell President Trump directly that he wants to continue this war, that he wants to kill Ukrainians."
Тим більше, що зараз ми всі почули з Росії дуже передбачувані, дуже маніпулятивні слова Путіна у відповідь на ідею тиші на фронті. Він фактично готує відмову станом на зараз. Путін, звісно, боїться сказати прямо президенту Трампу, що хоче продовжувати цю війну. Хоче вбивати українців.
Trump referred to Putin's response as promising but incomplete later on Thursday. Trump continued, "If Russia rejects the truce, it will be a very disappointing moment for the world." So, a lot of the details of a final deal have actually been discussed, he went on to say.
A lot of the details of a final agreement have actually been discussed. Now we're going to see whether or not Russia's there, and if they're not, it'll be a very disappointing moment for the world. Yeah.